What is going on, y'all? Professor Kimberling back in the cut. Today we're talking about eels. So, eels. A true eel is technically an elongated fish. Think about that. Just think about that for 1 second. What? An eel is a long fish. That's technically what an eel is. And it belongs to the order group uh, Anguilliformes. It's kind of confusing to say. It's Latin. No one knows how to say it. Anyways, they're found all over the world and in every ocean in the world that isn't freezing. So they're in the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian, the Mediterranean, and there are over 800 species of them all over the world. They range from 2 inches to 13 feet. Fun fact, the largest eel ever recorded was a slender giant Murray eel captured in 1927 and measured in at a whopping 12.9 feet, which is about the height of an elephant. Imagine, just a whole giant elephant and an eel. Just the height. That's how long that thing was. That's crazy. So, probably when you think of an eel, the first thing you think of that comes to your mind is probably an electric eel. But I'm sorry, the truth is they're not actually eels. They aren't considered eels at all. They are considered a knife fish that can generate electricity. They're actually closer to catfish than they are a true eel. Kind of crazy. Also, think about that. Just hold on. Just give me a second. Just think about that for 1 second. They are they're closer to a catfish than an eel. That's what you'd think it would be, an eel. It is not an eel. Anyways, eels grow up by starting off as eggs, obviously, and when they hatch, they turn into larvae that then turn into glass eels, a transparent juvenile eel. The glass eel turns darker, and then are called elvers. The elvers move upstream and they find a suitable place to live and then finally turn into adults. Kind of crazy. It's kind of a long cycle. The problem is that nobody has actually seen eels reproducing. Kind of crazy. We know that they're eggs. We just don't know actually how they reproduce because no one's actually seen them. Eels are so mysterious that the ancient Egyptians actually believed that eels were produced by the sun warming the Nile. And Aristotle thought eels emerged spontaneously from mud and rainwater. Crazy. Crazy. The first sighting of an eel egg was in 1923 by Johannes Schmidt and proposed the theory that eels in the Atlantic were born in the Sargasso Sea and then transported by currents to the Caribbean and the North American coastal waters in the case of the American eel. In theory, or the theory about how they reproduce is that all European eels in particular migrate to the Sargasso Sea to reproduce in a single random mating event. Kind of crazy when you think about that. They all mate at once. All mate at once. The theory is heavily contested the theory is uncontested, but is heavily challenged within the community. And in this event, the eggs would do what Johannes Schmidt proposed and then move upstream. Or the currents would move them to the Caribbean or the coast of North America. Eels are honestly, truly an amazing species, and they are equally as amazing as they are mysterious in the way they reproduce, and really just how they're as long as they are. It's weird. Anyways, y'all have a good day. See you later.